what angel messages are waiting for your ears, for your heart, for your soul to receive? Our angels are constantly communicating with us. We are being swayed to go that direction or that direction, nudged gently. And are we receiving the messages? Are we receiving those messages? That's the thing. Now, we can get a little bit stuck. We can feel like, oh, I'm alone, nobody's supporting me. I want to connect with them, but they're not coming in, and that type of thing. And I feel like sometimes we get a bit busy in our head. We feel quite sad and low and heavy. And when we're low and heavy, we're here, but angels are here. So we need to allow ourselves to feel these emotions and feel supported. They're always around, but are you asking for them? Are you expecting them to show up? There's so many tricks and tips that I share in my online intuition course. I'll pop the link below if you want to enhance that ability. But I'm going to tune in today to the three beautiful angels and just bring the message of love and support to you and what you need to hear. Don't forget to listen to the end, because I always like to give a free reading once a month as well. So I'll let you know how to win a bit later. But for now, take a moment, tune into the three beautiful angels and see which one intuitively you're pulled toward. You might just know, you might feel a flutter in your heart when you connect with it. Your gut might pull you there. There's so many different ways that you'll know, but you will. So close your eyes, take a big breath, and then open them, and bang, you'll know which one's for you. Let's get to it. Okay, angel number one. When I'm in this energy, I almost want to stop and retreat. It makes me want to pull back a little. So I don't know if this is you or what you feel like the energy around you is doing. It's almost like it's pulling away from you. But I feel like something's pulling away in this energy. I feel like you may be shutting down a little bit. And when I say shutting down, it feels like I'm just a little bit numb, a little bit, I don't care right now about a lot. And it's not coming from a place of anger or resentment. It's coming from a place of exhaustion. It's coming from a place of my adrenals are just needing some love. Like I got nothing. I got nothing. And your angels are showing up for you today so strongly. And I wouldn't be surprised if you've been wanting some assistance or wanting some guidance, but you're just missing the signs purely because there's been that type of energy going on with you. I feel like this has been about 2 weeks. This is a general reading, take what resonates, but it's about 2 weeks ago, you were feeling like things were, moving at least. And about 2 weeks ago, it's just like, boom, crash, crash. Now, your beautiful angels, the vision they give me is gorgeous. It's like you're lying on the ground and you've got your little damaged wings and you're just going, oh, I just can't. And they're coming over to you and they're mending your beautiful wings just to help you stand up. It's like this gentle push just to help you stand up again. Feel that, please. They're telling me to tell you to feel that, please. Feel their presence. It's a very nurturing, motherly feel that they're coming. It's like this massive healing that's directed at you. Okay. Let's get some cards. Oh, geez. I can see why you'd want to shut off. It's become to the point where it's almost too hard basket. You like to solve things, but you're just not sure if you know the solution at the moment. Let's see what these beautiful angels want to share with you. Home. I trust and follow my divine guidance about my home. It's interesting because in your energy, I'm feeling like you're just, nah, this is not flowing. But your angels, they are literally picking you up. And when you get the home card, it's remembering to come back home. Now, this is making me feel, this is our heart space. Our heart space, our heart chakra is all about self. It's all about how we feel about ourselves, how we treat ourselves, what we allow around us. And in this contemplation, in this time of retreat for you, you're going to know exactly what no longer serves you. I was in quite an abusive relationship many years ago. And when I finally was brave enough to leave, I had no idea what I wanted, but I knew exactly what I didn't want. So I just stayed away from that. And it feels like at the moment, when you go home into your heart, you'll know exactly what no longer serves you, what you no longer want. And knowing that is enough because you start attracting the opposite purely by not doing what you don't want to do, not attracting those things anymore. There's a real big shift going on with you. Don't be surprised if old stories are coming back, where feelings are coming back that you haven't felt for a very long time. And you're wondering why you're getting triggered by things. Triggered's an annoying word in itself, isn't it? Triggered. I'm starting to not actually like the word triggered. But the awareness of these feelings is definitely surfacing. Now you got to remember, and I said this to a client this week, that right now you are the wisest you've ever been. You've got more tools now than you've ever had. And so there's an aspect of in the energy here of feeling defeated, but you're not, you're just resting. You're resting, you're coming home here. So you look around your actual home and you can see what needs to be removed. You might want to throw things away. You might want to dust under your bed. You might want to buy a new quilt for your bed. If you don't have the finances, you might want to just draw a beautiful, colourful picture to put on the wall. Like there's always a solution. And it was interesting because I was also saying, Spirit's giving me snippets of the week that I've just had with different classes and workshops and clients that I've had. And the next thing they showed me was when I actually shared that there's times where you have a choice, but you say, well, I've got no choice, I've got to do this. And it's like, well, no, you do have a choice. No, I don't. That's my choice. That's all I can do. It's like, well, no, it's not your choice. This is also your choice, but you're avoiding that as an option because you don't want to do that. And you're saying you've got no choice, but you actually do have choices. And sometimes in this energy, I feel like there's a choice to be made that you're avoiding, ignoring, or just don't want to do. So you're saying you're not in a space of having a choice. But that's all we do actually have, choices. I feel like this is quite a deep reading for you, my darlings. We are in Scorpio season 2, which unravels. Answered prayer. Your angels want to let you know that they are here to hear you. Call them, ask them, help, whatever you need, because they hear you. They will answer your prayers. But they won't interrupt too much unless you're calling on them. So wherever you are at the moment, know that they literally gave me the visual of just picking you up and mending your beautiful wings. And it's time, my darling, to let those wings out once more. Stand straight. Take as much time as you need here. Breathe. Come back home. You may need to make a hard choice, but it's the one that brings you closer to your heart. It's the knowing. You've got this. And that, my darling, is your reading for angel number 1. All right, angel number 2. You know what? I feel a little bit excited in this energy. I feel like I've just shifted my consciousness. And I don't know exactly what that means just yet, but I'm going to get into it because I feel as though you have just awakened a part of you. So you're really a sponge at the moment. You want information. You have, you know, you're learning all new things. Things are coming to you and you're going, oh, I don't know what that means, but leave it with me. And you're looking at it, you're researching, you're attracting information and conversations that are out of this world. Out of this world, I want to suggest. And when I say world, I say earth, because there's a lot of starseed activation going on, light work going on around you in this energy. And I feel as though you're getting almost downloads through the day, and you just don't know how to put your finger on it, what's actually happening. But I can feel that you're just up leveling. So when you're up leveling, be mindful of your physical symptoms. There is a thing called ascension symptoms. So I don't know if you saw a reel that I shared recently, but when we ascend spiritually or consciously, we go to a different frequency, and sometimes it takes a while for our body to catch up. And it could mean that we might feel a little imbalanced, a little bit dizzy. We might get ringing or humming in our ears. We might feel nauseous. There's a lot of different things that can actually happen physically as our body catches up. So don't be alarmed if that's happening for you at the moment. If you are worried, obviously see a GP. I'm no doctor. But it is possible that this is happening to you if you're attracted to this angel message, because that's what your angels want you to know, that they're helping you lift. And at the moment, this consciousness, this collective, this world we're living in is really at a crossroad. And the crossroad that we're at is almost like love and darkness. That's how they're showing me. And because you're working toward being pure love, there's some darkness that's coming up. So a lot of you might be even going through what is known as the dark night of the soul. And that's, do some Googling on that one. And the dark night of the soul is a necessary part of your evolution to be able to ascend, because we're leaving the heaviness behind. I'm very excited about this energy though, I cannot lie. This is making me feel like really proud of you. Proud of you because you're doing the work. You're doing what you need to do. Some of you, I feel, are doing this in secret. It's like, oh, this is embarrassing. Why would I be looking at this? I've never looked at this before. Why is it calling me? But you know what? Why would you be embarrassed? You're on a journey. We're on a journey of self-discovery. We always have to find out. And I have enthusiasm. Whatever I am most passionate about is the direction I follow. So don't hide what you're searching for. Don't hide this research. I find it, and know who to talk to too. Like there's so many people that in my world, well, there's not really anymore because I've sort of shifted, but there was times where people were trying to say, why would you think that's true? You talk shit, you're always airy-fairy, or what's this angel rubbish, all that sort of stuff. And I don't really associate with people like that anymore, to be honest, because they either dropped away or I shared with them my knowledge and now they're on the same similar path. So that's what's happening with you. You're sort of like, you're going to love and you're leaving the darkness behind, but in saying that, you also need a little bit of darkness to see the light. So you're working through stuff as you are learning the new information. You're like a sponge, an absolute sponge at the moment. So be very careful what you are taking in, and take it with a grain of salt. Take it with a grain of salt, because look, I teach Reiki, I teach mediumship, I teach psychic development. I teach a lot of things, but it's based on what I believe and what I know and what works for me. So I always say, take what resonates and work it, rework it and make it your own. And it's the same with religion. There's so many different religions and some have got excellent belief systems, but then there's things that just don't make sense. If it doesn't make sense, then it's not for you. So don't feel that everything you absorb is true. It might be true for the person who's sharing it, but it's not necessarily true for you. So your body will always tell you. So you're getting in touch with what feels right, what doesn't feel right, and you're really activating, you're really ascending. And just be very mindful what's happening, what your thought patterns are, that type of thing. So your angels are helping you actually ascend at the moment. Okay, let's get another card for you beautiful people. It's almost like you're going, finally, I just feel something. I feel passionate, enthusiastic. I feel alive. There's got to be more to this. This doesn't make sense anymore. I have to keep working it out. I have to get creative. I have to do all that. Truth and integrity. There it is. So someone's saying something to you and it doesn't resonate with you. Don't tell them they're wrong, because they're not necessarily wrong, as long as they're being true to themselves. But it doesn't fit with you. So it may not be for you, but it doesn't mean it's not for them, okay? So there's a fine line here of going from ego to integrity. We don't always have to be right, but we have to be right for ourselves. And if your mind changes the next day, then that's okay too. But don't go pushing your belief system onto other people. Start attracting. So your angels are here today to let you know you're ascending, and it doesn't have to be hard work. You can actually just take notes on how you're feeling, maybe a little paragraph each morning or at night, just so you know your progress, because there's quite a lot going on. You've activated. Oh, you've activated. It's huge, actually. So don't discount it. Even your moods might be up and down, eating patterns, sleep patterns, but just really nurture yourself through this. Have a little bit of compassion. You don't need to prove yourself. You don't need to get fans along the way. You just need to be true to yourself, but be enthusiastic about that, because you're allowed to be. It's all new. But is it? Is it new, or are you just remembering? And that, my darling, is reading number 2. All right, angel number 3. You know, in this energy, I feel very empowered. In this energy, I feel like I don't take no shit from nobody. And it's not in a derogatory manner. It's more like you have some strong foundations around you and your boundaries are almost sexy. Like this energy that I'm in here is almost like I know my worth, and I know being worthy is sexy. It's owning who you are unapologetically, but not from a place of thinking your shit don't stink. It's not about that. It's just that you've worked hard to get here. And it's almost like something recently has happened where you've gone, oh my gosh, I actually stood in my power. I actually didn't get sucked into their circus. I didn't actually lose my shit and tell them they were wrong. I didn't do all those things. You're almost taking responsibility for your emotions. And we all know that, you know, it's 10% is what happens to us, 90% is how we react. And your reactions, your responses are well thought out. So whether or not you've been taking a class or reading a book or listening to meditations, look, I have a mindful app that I've actually downloaded recently. A beautiful friend of mine told me about it only a couple of weeks ago. And I set it to go off every 15 minutes. And it's just a beautiful bell. No matter what I'm doing, the bell goes off and I stop. And I take 3 big breaths. I did it for the first time last week. And I tell you what, by the night time, when I was cooking dinner and talking to the kids, I was literally, that wasn't nice, was it? Do you think that that was helpful? If you were to say that again, how would you think you would say it? Would it be the same? Like I was literally almost coaching my kids through what could have been. Would you just shut up? I'm trying to cook dinner here. I've made your lunch. You didn't eat anything in your lunchbox and I go to bed early. Because that could be how a night plays out sometimes. We're all human, aren't we? That's just an example. Could be at work with a boss. You know, they could say something to you and you go, yes, no worries. And then as they walk off and turn around, you go like this to them. We're all human. car, in a car, you could have road rage. Hanging up the phone. I did it old-fashioned way. I actually visualised an old phone. Who's got an old phone doing that? It must be for you. I was hanging up the phone. It could be this, That's more effective when you're hanging up. Like, that's just boring, right? Pressing a button. But your buttons aren't being pressed like they used to be. Angels are coming through to let you know that they are super proud of your progress. Super proud. Oh, wow. Love it. Love it. Got some construction work going on next door, if you can hear that. And I feel like that was you under construction. But you're coming out the other side with massive results. Massive results. Marriage card, my gosh. I make a commitment to a healthy relationship with God, myself, and my partner. The boundaries, my darling. It's a healthy relationship. You've got this beautiful union going on for yourself. It's your worthiness. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. And this could be in your relationships also. Whether or not you've got a partner, it does not matter. It's just about the fact that you're in this energy now that you will attract what you are worthy of, what you believe you're worthy of, right? I learned that in my 20s. I went and saw a motivational speaker, and that changed my life. He said, we only attract what you think you're worthy of. And then I had a real good look at my life. At the time, I was in a relationship. I'm a relationship person, always had a partner most of the time. And I thought about my relationship and I thought, I don't think we're bringing the best out in each other anymore. And I actually went home and we split up. But when we look at those words, you only attract what you think you're worthy of. Have a look at your world, your relationships, the way you speak to yourself. Is it nice and loving or nurturing, or is it not? And I really feel angels coming through for you today to say that they're hearing your self-talk and it is improving. You are doing excellent. You may feel like there's still work to go, but there's always work to go, right? But maintain it. And you'll find that you'll start hearing other people doing it as well. Like, I know if someone comes over and they drop something, oh, God, I was going to say something, but it's stupid. And I'm like, whoa, please don't do that. And I say that to people a lot, The world can be harsh enough. Don't be harsh with the world toward yourself. Back yourself. And I know this is a big fat congratulations because you're doing it. And the acknowledgement here is for you. Love it. Love it. Oh, hello. Music makes the world go round. Music. You're almost. What is that saying? You live in life at the beat of your own drum. The music is really lifting you. It's just lifting you, like you're feeding. Are you making music? Some of you are actually making music. And for some of you, you've just learned like the music's the singing bowls, the frequency of sound. There's sound healings going on here. It's very important for you to maintain what you've already worked through and more, and sharing it with others. So whether you want to, maybe record a meditation or just make music, some description, or even just play it. It'll keep your vibration really high, because sometimes we work through stuff and we get to a point where we think, oh gosh, I've done so much healing lately, I've just got to stop. And you're sort of there, but I don't want you to stop. I want you to maintain it, and frequency and music will do that. I play YouTube frequency music a lot, just in the background when I'm cooking, cleaning, putting the kids to bed, whatever it might be, working even. And I know that this really, you're very sensitive, and that'll really work for you. Really work for you. I just want to pull one more card out. I'm really loving where you've got yourself. Dreams. Keep dreaming. Dream big. And take note of your dreams too. For some of you, I feel like, you know, you've been working so hard that you want to just chill out a bit, and that's fine. But bring the frequencies around you. Just the frequencies of music, the frequency of energy enhancement system, if you know what the EES is. Frequencies is very important for you at the moment. And well done. Angels want to say well done, you beautiful souls. And that, my darling, is your reading for angel number 3. Now, to win this month of November competition, I would like you to write in the comments for you to go into the draw. Thank you, my angels, for empowering me. Thank you, my angels, for empowering me. And at the end of the month, I'll pull one lucky winner out for a one-on-one reading with myself. So good luck, my darling. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and all those YouTube algorithm things. And I'll see you all soon. Take care. Be kind to others, but especially, my darlings, be kind to yourself, because there's only one of you. Mwah. Peace out.